Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So first of all, I want to apologise for the lateness in this video. So as you may or may not know, my hard drive decided it wanted to take a tumble into my cup of tea, so unfortunately the one that I actually previously recorded is no longer available. So I may or may not remember everything that I was speaking about on that video, because it was like a 45-minute video and I'm not sure how long this one is actually going to be. But yeah, I'm here now. I'm on the other end of madness. So what's basically been going on? Recently we've just come off the back end of the football season and I've just been running around all over the place like a mad head, like just trying to sort my life out basically, and just doing everything that I need to do for work and home life and everything else. So I've had a little bit of a outbreak on my skin. I do suffer from adult acne when I'm stressed out, as well as my hair just doesn't want to play ball sometimes. So that's been going on as well, so that's why I've got my hair tied up a lot in my videos. I am trying to sort myself out with regards to my hair and my skin. Before I get into this video, I just want to give you guys a bit of a trigger warning. This does include talks about women's intimates and also surgery and the aftermath and recovery, and talking about smear tests and, you know, everything else. So if you don't want to hear about that, then please skip to this timeline just here, and then I'll be talking about whatever's going on with the rest of my life. So just as a pre-warning, this is a trigger warning for anybody that's of a nervous disposition or may be offended at some of the things that I may be talking about. They're gone. So now that trigger warning has been said, I'm gonna go into how it all came about. This video is mainly about my recovery and how I'm doing now and what I've been up to. So now that everybody with the nervous disposition has actually gone, I'm going to tell you what actually happened. So back in 2017 I had my recent smear about 2 years prior to that, and I wasn't due for another year and a few months. And I kept going to the doctors because I kept getting infections and I didn't understand where it was coming from, because at the time I was not sexually active and I wasn't sitting on any dirty toilet seats, and you know the obvious. I wasn't doing any of that. So at the time I kept going to my doctors, as I've said, and they kept fobbing me off, and this went on for about 6 months because I kept going back literally every week with a new infection, with a new symptom, with something else that was going on. Excuse me. And it just went on and on and on, and I actually asked them, are you refusing me a treatment because you do not feel I'm old enough? And their response was yes. Now me personally, I feel like as if once you are sexually active, that's when you should start taking a smear test, and a lot of people honestly will agree with me. I just feel like that should be the given. Once you are sexually active with anybody, regardless whether male, female, whatever, as long as it's not an animal, you should be going to get your smear test done on a regular basis, and it shouldn't be an age limit on it, because when I was going through what I was going through, I was doing my research and all that came up was death, doom and destruction. This one woman that caught it early like I did, she had her whole wound taken out and she could no longer have kids, and then there was this other woman that was left paralysed, because they had to take so much out of her. It literally not physically paralysed her, but mentally and emotionally paralysed her. Then obviously we all know about Jade Goody, and so on, and there was just no actual like recovery and nothing that was like a good outcome basically. So that's another reason why I started this channel, by the way. But back to the story, it just got to a point where I was doing all the research on all these symptoms that I was having, and it was all pointing to a possible cervical cancer scare. And they wouldn't give me a smear, they wouldn't do anything, and it got to a point that I got so angry I was in tears. Now, those that know me, I cry with temper. I'm not a very emotional person, and it takes me a lot to get angry. It takes me so much to get angry. I'm one of those very calm people, and it got me so wound up because I felt like, me being female, for one, they were fobbing me off and they just didn't care. Me being young, they just didn't care. And for the fact that I was black, they just didn't care. And that's not, I'm not saying that is for every GP in the whole of the UK. I just felt like my GP at the time just didn't care. And considering she was a female, she just didn't care. Didn't want to hear it, didn't want to listen to me, yeah. So it got to a point where, as I said, I got to the hospital and I went into the A&E, and I broke down in tears at the A&E, and I told them what was going on, and I told them that this has been going on now for 6 months. I've been asking and asking and asking for a smear for 6 months, and I've been denied and denied and denied. And then not long after them denying me, they then took me off the GP's list. So I no longer had a GP surgery to go to, and I'm not the type of person that will go to a GP for everything. I only go when I'm either really ill, or if I really need something. That's the only time you'll ever see me at a GP surgery, or if I'm picking up some medication for my mum. So that was that. Within the space of, I say it was 48 hours, I got a phone call from the Women's Sexual Health Clinic, asked me to come in, and they did it there and then for me. It literally took them 5 minutes. I felt so comfortable, and ever since then I've had the same lady that's done my smears, done all my treatments. I've had the same surgeon, and I've had the same team, the healthcare team, since I found out basically. So how I found out was not long after the 24 hours of me, sorry, the 48 hours even, of me, you know, going in and complaining and crying to the doctors that were there in the A&E department. They referred me. Within 48 hours I was in, and then within the space of, I think it was 5 days, I was in to get the treatments. The first time I went in, it was for a consultation and for them to do biopsies, and then within this space, I think that was on a Friday if I can remember correctly, and then by the Tuesday morning I was in to get the treatments. I had, now this is going to sound really gross, so if you want to mute it now, and I'll tell you when you don't have to mute, you know, you can take the mute off. So if you mute it now, I'll pop it up here when you can say that to mute it or unmute it. I had laser all the way around my cervix, and then I had 5% of my womb where it was infected taken away, and then that was stitched up, and then I had another laser treatment 3 weeks later after that had healed. And then I was literally bent over like a old lady with walking stick and a Zimmer frame for, I'd say, about 4 weeks while my body was recovering. But in that meantime, while I was recovering and I told certain people about what was going on, a lot of people that I knew that I felt like could have related to what I was going through fobbed me off, and that got me more angry, and I was disappointed in how they treated me, and it was disappointing in how, considering I'm not the type of person that complains about pain, because previously I have had surgery, so I'm not shy to pain. I've also got tattoos. So now going back to my cervical cancer treatments, I had medication that was given to me over a 6 month basis, and I was also going in for monthly checkups as well as biopsies. Now the biopsies hurt. They hurt so much, and my doctor who did the surgery, she actually told me that if I would have come and had the cervical smear sooner, I wouldn't have needed to have 5% of my womb removed. And then when I went back to work, everyone was like, oh, you've been gone a year, did you go travelling? I was like, no, I've just not been well, and then I left it at that. So not everybody at work actually knows the whole background story to it. They probably will now, because I know a lot of my friends at work are currently subscribed to my channel and watching my channel as well. Hi guys! I went back to work, and then I was going every single year for a full 3 years straight. After that, checking on me, making sure that everything was fine. And then on the 25th of June 2021, I got a phone call off my surgeon from my last biopsy in April, stating that I am now cancer free. If I would like to come in and ring the bell, I can. And I'm not gonna cry, I promised myself I wouldn't do this, I'm not gonna cry. It's very emotional, because when you first hear those words of somebody telling you that don't know you from the next person that you've got cancer, it is heart-wrenching, and I've said it before, it's heart-wrenching, and I'll say it again. It's something that is horrific, especially as someone of my age. Oh, I don't know why I'm so emotional. And then I went back to work, and most people that I work with don't actually know what happened to me for that whole year, as far as they're concerned, because I'm not that close to them, that I was travelling for a year, because that's what my company and my boss has told anybody that's asked for me, that I've gone travelling for a year. I'm taking a year's break, that's it. But for everybody else, such as, you know, certain friends of mine, especially the guys that I work with, that are not just my colleagues, that I do class as my friends, I have told them now. So I'm just going to pause it for a quick second and welcome back those that skipped that whole bit of my story and bit about what's been happening with my life update. Just so you guys know, I'm doing good. On the 25th of June I got a phone call, and it was actually my surgeon and my nurses and all the team that I've dealt with me medically for the past couple of years now. And yeah, on the 25th of June I got that phone call, and they basically asked me if I want to come in and ring the bell, because I am now cancer free, and they will see me again in another 3 years when it's time for my spear. Sorry. So now on to happier times, to the present date. Thankfully the football season's over with now, and I can start getting back into filming properly and getting used to filming again and picking up that camera. I'm going to insert some clips of Dani's hen do. I didn't really film that much, but what I did catch, I've actually got some footage of, so I'm going to pop that in now.
2, 3.
Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana, Karen, they were sharing all the money, got me living fly. I keep giving, so I keep on taking, and no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking, I keep on demonstrating. My love, you love my lady loves, my hump, my humps, they got you.
And the weather was like quite nice. Hot when you want.
Yeah.
Ready?
5.
Yes, that's what we're looking at, Frank. Honestly, like
They say I'm really the boys they wanna sex me, they always standing next to me, always dancing next to me, trying to feel looking at my love. You can look, but you can't touch it. If you touch it, I'ma start some drama. You don't want no drama, no drama, no drama. So don't pull on my hand, boy. You ain't my man, boy. I'm just trying to dance, boy.
So yeah, that was Dani's hen do from what I could get of it. We had a wicked time, and to be honest with you, like, Belle, you did an amazing job. And honestly, when I get married, I think I might be asking you to do my hen do. So yeah, anyway, I'm only joking. I've got Dani's wedding coming up, but I'm not going to be filming that. I'm going to be leaving my camera at home. Over the next couple of weeks, I've got a few things coming up, as well as I really need to refilm a lot of the stuff. I know I keep promising you guys a room tour as well as some other things, which will be coming. Now, I actually filmed a lot of the things that I'm talking about with you now, and with the hard drive situation, it just got a bit too much. So I'm going to start again, redo everything from scratch. Don't forget to catch me on TikTok. I am now on TikTok, and I will be posting on TikTok again very soon. I've not posted on there in a few weeks because of work issues and with me travelling and doing this, that and the other. And I'm also going to be doing something with my girls in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be filming that with you guys, and we're just going to have a good old giggle and a good time. Honestly, I want to tell you guys so much about what's going on lately, but I can't because I'm currently in a contract with certain companies. But in the meantime, I am on TikTok. I haven't posted anything in a few weeks, obviously because of work. What else has been going on? Yeah, I've just been trying to sort myself out really. I've got to refilm a bedroom tour, so that's going to be coming up at some point. I'm not going to say soon because I have been saying soon for a little bit, and I've been filming little segments in my room, and then my hard drive decided it wanted to do a tumble, so that's that. And then yeah, I've also restarted my exercises as well, so I'm going to start filming them. Let me know what you want me to film, if you want me to film in a day in a life, what I eat in a day, meditation sessions, you name it, anything, just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and welcome to the new subscribers as well, I see you. And also give this video a thumbs up if you did like this mini update thing. I know I've been talking for a little bit now, and yeah, I think this thing's going to be quite long anyway. But yeah, don't forget to join me on TikTok, as I've said previously. I think I've talked a lot today and my throat's dry now, so I'm gonna get going, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again, and don't forget to check out for the next video, which will be on Mondays at 7 PM. So thanks a lot for joining. Love yous all. Mwah.